Hey guys, we're live March 15th. Um, is dating in Ukraine a numbers game? Like, what I mean is to find your other half, your better half in Ukraine, is it a numbers game? Kind of like it is, well, people think it is in America, but overall, is dating to find your half? Is it a numbers game? That's really the question of today. And oh, and there's a poll live right now. If you could vote in a poll, that's the question. And today, this is a continuation of the Billy the Kid dating in Ukraine series. I want to give you guys a client disclosure at this point because we have some clients freaking out. So I'm going to play this video and I'll come back and give you this disclosure. This is important if you're considering becoming a Match Guarantee client. If you want, we're closed right now. But if you want to get in on a no wife, no pay experiment deal, if you think you're up for a full media challenge like this, where we follow you like we are Billy, you can go fill out the application. It's in the description below. So if you don't have the budget for us, if you can't afford us, it's one of your options. But do please keep in mind, the reality is this is not a cheap venture. Finding a wife in Ukraine, it does take a man that has a nest egg, that has a home. You know, if you rent, it's really tough. That's just the God's honest truth. Hope you enjoyed that sneak preview of the Billy the Kid Dating Ukraine Journey series. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on these episodes coming to the channel real soon. And please do us a huge favor and share on Facebook. It'll help out your fellow man if he's considering this journey, and it'll also help him dodge a bullet. Take care. See you soon. Hey, we're back. We're back. So what do you guys think of the series so far? And yeah, please vote. Please vote over there. I'm just looking for the overlay. The overlay. Dima, can you put up the overlay? So guys, what is the client disclosure I'm talking about? Is that Billy is not a normal Match Guarantee client. Okay, rest assured, your privacy, your anonymity is foremost important to us at Match Guarantee. Whatever you want. If a client doesn't want to be publicly visible, then we hide him. Like Queen Elizabeth. I mean, we hide him. Like Queen Elizabeth. Maybe not a good example. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, rest assured that you needn't be public at all as a Match Guarantee client. The thing is with Billy, he is a special case. He is I'm looking for the overlay, can't find it. He's a no wife, no pay client. It's an experiment. I had this harebrained, here it is, harebrained experiment. Many months ago, I woke up with one of these crazy ideas and I said, yeah, why can't I do it? So this is a test. This is to see if it can be a win-win. We did a complete reversal, of course, for Billy. So he only pays $4,000 down, which is our cost of a client. Every client costs us out of pocket $4,000. So he paid for our cost up front. And what we're getting is marketing exposure to Match Guarantee. You see the whole thing as it evolves, his dating experience in Ukraine. In exchange, we take the risk. Billy doesn't get a wife. He doesn't pay. Gets a wife. He pays. So that's basically it. And I just wanted to assure you guys that that is the case, because we have some guys coming on board as a client going, I don't want to be like Billy. And so I just thought I would make that 100% crystal clear. Okay. So let me go quickly say hi in chat, because this is going to be another long live stream today. Hello. What? Our administrator. Thanks for coming. Hey, Gregory. Well, glad you think so, Cougs. Thank you. I mean, full transparency, actual real dating in Ukraine is what you're getting in this series. And I think you guys intuitively understand that, right? So hello, Billy the Hulk. Welcome, guys. So I guess first what I want to promise you guys, I'm going to wait to give my big reveal about, is dating in Ukraine specifically a numbers game? Okay. And when I say that, I'm gonna leave my big reveal to the very end. So those of you that follow us through to the very end are going to get a treat, because I think it's a real invaluable inside wisdom that is not intuitive to everybody, in my opinion. So we're going to see what you guys think in the poll. So please go vote now, and take the live streaming poll, and I'll reveal at the end about dating in Ukraine. Is it truly a numbers game? And of course, I'm going to back it up with facts, like I always do. I always try to back up my opinion and show you that my opinion is based on facts. Being an engineer, I'm very numbers-oriented, fact-oriented person. It's just the way I'm built, right? So that I promise you. And I'm going to do a second poll at about the 1 hour mark and ask you guys another very important question. Okay, so you guys are watching. You guys have had so far. Billy has dated. He has dated. Let me put up these ladies here. And Jana has been great, hasn't she? So she's playing the actual Zoom video date with the girl, and then she's commenting on what she sees with Billy and how the date's going. So yeah, you guys have watched. Where are we here? Sorry, guys, I'm just a little bit lost in all these assets in here. Yeah, okay. So first was Anna. 9-year age gap. She is age 44. And Billy called her the Ice Queen, right? You guys remember that. And we're going to see her in just a moment. And then we played for you the full date with Billy and Victoria. Age gap 13 years. She is age 40, right? And we heard what you guys think, what Jana's take is on Billy's behavior, what he did wrong, how he could improve. So if you're looking at going on this journey, this is invaluable information that you don't get anywhere else. I mean, please tell me if you get this information presented like this anywhere else. I think it's the first time in world history. Then you had the last lady that was presented, Katerina, 19-year age gap. And these are all very interesting because we surveyed you guys during these. And by the way, all these videos, they're in the playlist in the description below this video, as well as the application for No Wife, No Pay experiment. So if you guys want to apply, you can always fill out that application. That way you can get it cheap like borscht. What, $4,000 is all that is up front, right? So it's interesting. On this lady, I remember you guys voted a third. Yes, you think they're a good match? A third? Oh, sorry, no. Yes was 17%, right? And half said no. That's right. But it's interesting because you guys get to be matchmakers, right? And vote if you think that they're a good match or not. So it's kind of a cool side thing we're doing here. Now, you know what I think at this point is really interesting to play for you guys, and that is, what type of lady? You guys know, of course, that Billy was scammed out of $43,000 on his journey so far. And actually, let's play the full short intro to Billy. So you guys, if you're tuning in for the first time, you know what I'm talking about. And then I'll be right back to pick up on that point.
Again, I'm getting sucked right back in. So that was hard. Especially with the first woman, because I was really putting my whole heart in, 100%. There was nights actually when I would sit and I would start to cry.
Prepare to be awestruck by one man's harrowing journey to find his soulmate in the far-flung reaches of Ukraine in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Taking him over 7,000 miles from home into a hostile war zone where he was bombed, beaten, and kidnapped. Billy Sheffield is a 53-year-old small business owner from Kingston, New York. Despite his Herculean efforts, he has yet to find his soulmate. And his bank account has taken a staggering $43,000 hit to the cause. Yet Billy is absolutely determined that his story Well, it doesn't end until he finds his Ukrainian bride. His spirit remains unbroken as he continues to share his captivating story with us here today. So get ready to be inspired by Billy's tale of unwavering persistence. Now, you can see all episodes in our series, Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine, in the description below this video. Please be sure to like this video if you enjoyed this content and subscribe so you won't miss any upcoming videos in our Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine series. Hey guys, we're back. Yeah, thanks for your comments here. Thanks for your comments very much. Yeah, Jean has been awesome, absolutely awesome. Thanks for your support. So what was I saying before playing that is that, yeah, Billy was scammed $43,000 BMG before match guarantee. But I wonder what type of ladies he was scammed by. Ladies, right? He was scammed by. Do you think they're different than the ladies he's dating now? Well, they better be if he's going to be successful, right? So how about we go back in time and take a look at well, you can see from this video, that was one of the actual ladies that broke his heart. So the difference in SMV, right, sexual market value, huge, right? I mean, she's way out of his league, age-wise, beauty-wise, you know. I mean, it's just no chance with somebody like that. You know, if the difference in SMV is, you know, it's like 4 points, in my opinion. Okay, you know it's not reality, not on this planet. In Ukraine, the rule of thumb is you can pull off 2 SMV points. The average man, the above average man, could pull off 3, yeah, maybe even 4. It's possible. I've seen it. I've seen it living in Ukraine for 5 years. So let's take a look now at the ladies Billy chose. Okay, when he auditioned for the Who Wants to Marry a Foreigner reality TV show audition that we did, he did that and he chose ladies then. So that's when he was really still in the scamming mindset. He was caught up in the scams, and you can see his expectations of ladies that were possible for him on the first ladies he chose with us. So let's play that reel, and you'll see by the X's and the tick marks which ones from match guarantee agreed to meet with him and which ones did not. Woo! Smoking hot, eh? How about Tatiana at the end there? 28. Billy with 28. Not in this world. Only in a galaxy far, far away known as dreamsville.com. Okay, could that ever happen? So, just so you know, the math on that is 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 from Billy's first selection of match guarantee ladies said yes. Now that is what we call our zone of success barometer. Okay, it's a barometer out of 10, right? So if you get 2, so here's 10, where are we here? Here's 10, let's say, no, I better say, here's 10 and here's 0. So if you get 2, like, let's say 2, yeah, out of 10, you're outside zone of success. You're outside of reality. But if you start getting 4 and up, 4 up to 10, you're good. You're within zone of success. And this barometer, when you choose our ladies and you get feedback from the ladies, it's the best thing you guys can do to understand what kind of an age gap you can pull off in the real world of matchmaking in Ukraine. Age gap and beauty level. It's a combination, right? It's basically an SMV match, right? What SMV can you attain in Ukraine with honest, sincere, marriage-minded ladies. So if you guys are on the fence and you're not sure if you want to embark on this journey, this is really the best thing you could do. It's free. Go register, matchguaranteed.com/register, and that will entitle you to get a matchmaking consultation on us. Okay. From there, you can then choose to go ahead and choose 10 ladies from the website and see which ones are interested in you, and even have a up to a 1-hour Zoom first date with her, like we're showing you what they look like with Billy right now. You're entitled to that. And that's cheap like borscht. The second part only set you back $297. But the first part, the first step, which is your matchmaker consult, get all your questions asked, is free. And again, you can just go right there right now and register and be on your way. And you will know very quickly your expectations and how they align with reality in the real world of matchmaking in Ukraine. Because there's not many places you can actually get answers and understand that as well. As well, we decided, thanks to, who was it? It was Juan. We're creating the world's first SMV calculator designed for Western men to Slavic women. Okay, there's other SMV calculators. So funny. I took one online the other day. I could see by taking one online. Actually, I could see the difference, right? Because I know my own market value in Ukraine. I should, after 50 dates in Ukraine, right? And of course, it's much less by this SMV calculator. So I know we need one. The world needs an actual SMV calculator. And I thank you very much for Juan for that question. All right, without further ado, I just want to say that Jean is coming back to the channel. You won't have to look at my ugly mug anymore. Tomorrow, continuing Billy's dates. So the next date is Natalie here. So what do you guys think? Age 36, 17-year age gap. She's pretty. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are they a match? So this is the Zoom date, the first date that Jana will be playing for you in its entirety tomorrow. Okay, so don't miss tomorrow's live stream right here in the chat. So please, like this video, please, and subscribe so you don't miss that live stream with Jana tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. All right, now what I'm going to do today, well, let me go into questions before I, hey, what, did you do one of the Western calculators too? So any comments here before we move on? Right, so on that video I played, the green check mark means she said yes. So Billy invited her out and she said yes. So there was 2 green tick marks and 8 no. She declined Billy's invite, right? That's what that was. Sorry, I thought that was thought I had said that. He's too far out there. Okay, so that's the main comments for now. We're going to continue on, guys, and some of you guys may want to watch on. Jana has already played this, but I'm going to play it. You'll hear Jana's feedback, and now I'm going to chime in and give you my feedback, okay? Because obviously my feedback might be somewhat different than Jana's, and I will support, mostly it's very similar, but I might have some different insights than Jana. So let's look at the first 2 dates that Billy had. First, we're going to look at just an excerpt from this one, from Anna, the Ice Queen. And you guys can see if you think she's an actual Ice Queen or why Billy said that. Then we're going to play the full date in its entirety, Victoria, age 40. Okay, so let's roll camera. And remember, I'm going to share at the end about this. Is it a numbers game? And I'm talking about success, right? I'm talking about success. Ask yourselves this. Out of our clients, why do some come and get married first lady they meet? And that's a surprisingly large number on a percentage, okay? And then why do some just date perpetually? 5 dates, 10 dates, 15 dates, 20 dates, and they don't find the one. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm going with the poll. So if it's truly a numbers game, why is it some take a big number and some take a small number? I realize it could be a numbers game, and then some are quick and some are slow. And of course, there's a logical explanation for that. But I'm going to give you my spin on this, and you need to know this for your to increase your chances of success. So I'll be back talking about this and revealing the poll results at the end. In the meantime, let's.
And where did you live in Ukraine? Because I didn't. It just said Ukraine. I'm not sure what city or.
Again, this is Anna. Sorry, I just want to make sure you guys know this is Anna right here, and an excerpt from their date. I think it lasted maybe 30 minutes, and we're just going to play you 30 minutes from it. Okay.
In
You
Kiev, in Kiev, capital of Ukraine.
The
And
capital?
you, where are you living?
I live in the state of New York, but I don't live in the big city of New York City. I live north, about 2 hours north of New York City.
Is it
More,
small city?
small. It was the first capital of New York State, so it's not super small. It's not like Kiev. There's not millions of people. Probably maybe 100,000 people. But other bigger cities around, and like I said, New York City's about 2 hours away. I actually was in Kiev in February. I was in Kiev before the war started. I was actually in Ukraine, so I do know a little bit about Kiev. I actually was at the Opera House in the middle of February and saw Swan Lake, which I thought was amazing. The city was actually very beautiful.
So it was it your first visit to Ukraine, or?
It was my second visit. I was in Ukraine back in November. I was in the southern portion, down by Nikolaev, and actually in Kherson, or they call it Kherson, I guess. I was there for about 2 weeks. I went on a tour. I was with some other men. I made some friends actually. And then went back in February. We were actually looking to start a business, me and two other gentlemen. So we went back, but unfortunately then the war started. So that kind of like really killed everything for us at the time, because I literally was in Kherson when the bomb started dropping, and I just rented an office for 2 months and hired workers and everything, and was really looking forward to it because the country, from what I was seeing, was so beautiful. So yeah, it was a great experience, but yet, I was there when the war started, so it took me quite a little bit of time to get out of there. It was pretty serious.
I see.
Do you have family still in Kiev?
For this period, no, because my family members just left the city because of security reasons, and so some part of family just changed the location in Ukraine, and some part of family members just left Ukraine and are here in Germany also. So it depends. And actually, I brought as a refugee my cat with me. So we are, yeah.
So you get your cat with you.
Yes.
So guys, share your opinion please about this video date. What are your impressions? Just a short reminder for you. Joseph showed you this in more details, this video date. This was very first lady with match guarantee. Our Bill has video date with. So share please your opinion, how it looks for you. How do you think, was it successful or not? And remember guys, Billy called this lady the ice queen because he found her cold. Are you agree? Do you believe in the stereotype that Slavic women people are called, that they are ice queens? Share please your thoughts in comments and we will discuss them. And before I will read your comments, I want to share my own opinion from my perspective. I don't think at all that Ukrainian ladies they are ice queens. Not at all. We are smiley, we are friendly, easygoing enough. The thing is, like if the lady like you, she will be open to you. If she will become familiar, if you trust her, if you earn her trust, she will be very friendly, very open-minded, very hot even for you, passionate. So as for me, this is kind of stereotype. For you, maybe it can looks from this perspective just because you don't know how to melt our eyes, inner eyes. So
Okay, I'll pause, Jana, there. How do I? Yeah, I completely agree with Jana as usual. Um, you know, they appear, they have they present often Slavic people or women as ice queens, and that's just because the culture is very different. In Ukraine, in former Soviet Union countries, when you're a friend to someone, you're a friend for life. Whereas here, let's face it, we have a lot of fair weather friends, right? They come and they go, and they're not really truly your friend. When the chips are down, they run. They're not there to support you. Whereas in Ukraine, a friend is a friend. They will support you. They will give you money. They will help you. I mean, I experienced that myself, so I can tell you 100%. But it takes a while to make it inside, that cold exterior, that icy exterior. It does take a while. And there's different degrees of that. There's more ladies that present as an ice queen in Russia, for example, in my fervent opinion, being in Russia, having lived in Ukraine. Ukrainian women present more warmly. Here's an interesting thing. In Sumy, oh my God, because so close to the Russian border, I presume, but talk about ice queens. I did a lot of street pickup tried in Sumy, and that was my first attempt at street pickup. And I got shot down normally in Sumy, normally. I got to say 9 out of 10, I got shot down. I just went, complimented her, asked for her number. And I even would get ignored. Like she wouldn't even acknowledge that I'm talking to her. She, but then when I moved to Kiev, it was like night and day. It was unbelievable. I was like, wow, I'm getting noticed. They talk to me. I'm getting numbers. I'm getting results. I'm getting dates after the numbers. Was a night and day. And then when you go to Odessa, even warmer still. Even warmer still. Different types of characteristics in Ukrainian people around the country is what I'm saying. So I thought you might find that interesting. And also, my opinion of this Anna is that she's not an ice. I'm not seeing an ice queen. Billy labeled her that, but they just weren't a match. And she presented very normally. Oh, I want to ask about this question. Who is that says she's a 4? Yeah, Simon. Yeah, I remember you, Simon. We had a go at it together. So let me post her. This is, not even studio, pictures. This is what she looks like. Let me get rid of your comment here. And you think she's a 4? Look at her. What do you guys think? You think Simon here is on? You call this a 4? So that's just a selfie right on the right. That might be a studio picture on the left. May or may not be. But the one on the right is just a phone picture. What do you guys think? Please comment. Because if that and Simon, I believe you're an older gentleman, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but if you're calling that a 4, that is a clue of a guy that's blue pill, that's been scammed, and his expectations are out of whack. I'm just saying. Feedback for you, Simon. Feedback for you. Okay, let's continue.
Leave your comments as well, please, about opinion in general about Slavic women. And you can discuss like difference between our ladies and other cultures with your culture. You can compare if you have this kind of experience. So next, let's watch Billy's first date with his second lady, Victoria, with match guarantee. How would you guys like to play a game called Matchmaker? It's simple. At the end of the video date, go vote in our live poll and let us know if you felt they are good match. Okay? Are you game? And the poll questions would be: do you feel Billy and Victoria are a good match? Yes, no, I don't know. So you can try to guess, and we'll see next results. Okay, guys, quickly jump into the chat. Hi to all of you. Thank you for being here. Oh, come here, we will have this live show every day. And step by step, you will know his story and you can know the answer. Does he learn his lessons or not? Good afternoon, Anne. Hello, hello, guys. Yeah, second session. Exactly. Tommy, hi, guys. That ice queen was looking at her phone, totally bored. Exactly. In this occasion, certain situation, you just can see by this behavior, is she involved in this communication? Does she interesting? So by this behavior, you can read body language that the person no eye contact, no smile almost. She trying to be impolite, but at the same time, mentally with her mind, she is somewhere else, and she just trying to be impolite. I think it's different thing between eyes and when person just not interesting. What? Disinterested tone, not looking at the camera. Yeah, it's just signs when person not interested, not involved in this communication. So I don't think that it could end successfully. Me, no. Match guarantee. Don't blame the lady, guys. It is with the matchmaking. It is not a store when a man can come and just pick up some stuff he likes. It should be mutual. So if the lady don't like, don't has interest, she has some reasons for that. And our work here at Match Guarantee to explain those reasons to men how to be successful. So absolutely nobody blaming the lady. She or can have interest or cannot. Yes, okay. He turned her to ice at the beginning. You can explain, share your opinion. What do you think were mistakes? Why she turned to ice queen? What was wrong in this communication? Because, guys, we all learn from these mistakes, and this is a very good example for you. And by these sessions, you can understand, learn to yourself on somebody's example how not to do, or what to do, or area what you need to work on to become successful. And Jana, Anna is very elegant lady, so she is very reserved when first communicate with new people. Some elegant ladies in the West also have the same personally from my experience. Yeah, seems like Jacob. There were all ice queens at first, but you have to be able to heat up her up by being interesting. Yes, Jacob, very true, guys, absolutely true. But then, if you sometimes some communications can become very easygoing from first minutes if you are interesting, cute guy who can melt this ice and be cute and funny and interesting with good questions, with polite, interesting manners, with sense of humor. Okay, guys, I will return to this chat with your comments. Now I offer you to start.
Okay. I just want to chime in and put up Barry's comment here. A lot of mistakes, especially saying Ukraine was she showed no interest. What happened to her dressing up, wearing makeup? This is a good comment by Barry, that if a girl is really interested in you, she does come looking, but not always. But it's a potential red flag that she's not really serious about you. I've been to dates in Ukraine with a translator, for example, and she comes wearing boots and jeans and a t-shirt. This is a girl that's not really interested in the man. She's coming, I don't know why she's coming, but maybe not to be rude, etc. But yeah, it is a clue. It is a clue, not always, but it's an astute comment, so I wanted to put it up. And then I do want to also somebody commented about Anna's SMV. I said, I mean, guys, come on. She's a 4. Simon said she's a 4. And then somebody else commented here. Where is it? And what do you guys think? I asked you guys what you think. Yeah, here's the bro. She's a 4. All right. And somebody else. Yeah, and Simon said he's 50, so that's interesting. And then, yeah, Cougs, I'm going to put it, 4 out of 5. She's a 4 out of 5, maybe. So I wanted to put that up because that's, I think, more in line with reality. She's more like an 8 out of 10, not a 4. So what else did I want to chime in and say here? I think that's it. Let's, oh, yeah. There was another comment here. Because I think it's important you guys know, what a guy like me is able to attain as a pickup guy on the streets. Because Juan made a comment here. Oh, where's your comment, Juan? That 10% is a good pickup number for a pickup artist. And I just want to comment on that. Where's your comment here? Juan, so many comments. Yeah, anyway, Juan, he commented that 10% is actually good as a pickup artist, this result, what I got in Sumi. But what I didn't tell you, and maybe that's true in America, I don't know. Never tried to pick up, I think, a girl in Canada. I don't know. Maybe in my younger days, but I don't recall. Anyway, in Ukraine, my success rate was more like 7 out of 10. I don't know. Maybe I can be conservative and say 6, but also maybe I can say 8. Say 6 to 8. 6 to 8 was my success rate in Kyiv. So, and 10% in Sumy, which is where Jean is from. So I thought you guys might find that interesting. It really does depend where the girl is from in Ukraine, right? Because different mentalities, different prevailing characteristics of the lady, like in Odessa, the very warm, friendly, and great sense of humor in Odessa. Okay, let's continue with Jana. And now we're going to look at the date with Victoria right here. How did this date go?
Date number 2 with second lady and Billy Sheffield.
We were supposed to be together, I think, last Thursday, and then you were sick. I hope you're feeling better.
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
I bought you flowers, and I'm going to show them to you because I saved them. And for me, it's nice because they still look almost as good as they were when I bought them for you. So for me, that's like a sign of something good, because they survived from when I got them last week till now. So I'm going to show you them right now.
Купив вам квіти, дуже приємно. Як ви справи? Ви в Німеччині?
This is Luba, our wonderful coach, beautiful lady, and she's such an amazing in her contact with people, with clients. So Luba was interpreter in this video session.
Зараз. Да, я в німецькому.
I wanted to add, guys, that you're going to see Luba, our superstar coach, really. You're going to see her coming up. I think it's this weekend. She's going to actually interview one of our clients her client that got married. And I'm not sure if he's African-American, but he looks African-American. So to have an African-American looking man marry a stunningly beautiful woman who's now in Canada, it doesn't happen every day. So you definitely want to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that live stream as well.
Oh,
So these, if we were actually together, I would present these to you. I bought these.
disconnect so you can talk more privately.
Yeah, I bought these for you last Thursday when we were supposed to be together. So I took care of them. I watered them. I made sure they still look beautiful. So I thought they survived. So I figured together, hopefully things go great between us and it would be just as beautiful. So I wanted to show you that they survived the days that we weren't able to talk. I thought that would be a nice gesture. So these are for you. Hopefully sometime soon I will be able to present you in person something just as beautiful.
Guys, I want to stop on this moment. Also, please share your opinion. How do you think this presentation looks like? What in general about this idea, what do you think? Should the men act in this way, like to bring flowers to Ukrainian ladies? As you know, it's all the time wonderful, but what do you think about this idea to present lady flowers into the screen and to discuss which way he tried to save these flowers, like he watered them and blah, blah, blah. From my lady's perspective, no need to explain so much. Okay, nice act. You can show flowers. This is for you. You're wonderful. I hope to give one day the same beautiful flowers in person to you. But all this presentation, as for me, is too long, too boring. Share your opinion. What do you think about this?
So I did that.
Oh, thank you very much.
I also I bought something else for you. So hopefully maybe I'm gonna give this to you in the future. I bought you a mug to drink if you drink coffee or tea, and on it says, "May all your wishes come true."
So guys, this is great example how good intentions and some effort can turn into even spoiling the impression of the lady, because Billy showed himself not confident when he tried to present this gift to Victoria, to the lady. This is first date. He don't familiar with this lady, don't know her good yet. Do you think is appropriate? And even good things like they looks a little weird, especially if such not confident presentation.
Thank you very much. I'm good feeling.
I'm gonna chime in here because this is where Jean and I agree. However, I agree with what she just said. He had a non-confident presentation, or it was kind of almost like, I don't know. I guess unconfident. Non-confident is the best way to say it. It wasn't presented well. It wasn't presented well. I wanted to just give you guys my 2 bits. I would do this if I was really into a woman and we're in distance, we're far, over the miles, and I'm meeting her for the first time, and I wanted to make a statement. Okay, I would do this. Flowers and a coffee mug. Well, I'm not sure about the coffee mug, but flowers, I would do it. So, but I would present it much differently. I would present it with confidence. I would say certain words that would go with it that would pair well with the gift. Okay, I would compliment. And it would make a statement that she would remember and she would like it, and it would gain me points. So it all depends. Everything is relative. You know, she's just, it's not a match here. And she gives him a chance, as Jana says, but she's not into him, which we will see at the end. Anyway, I just wanted to give you my 2 bits there.
The beautiful flowers.
And by Victoria's reaction, you also can see that she's trying to be polite, she's smiling, she's surprised, but like what I can see, she's a little confused. She didn't expect with this, and it's not like, oh wow, what a great surprise. She just don't know how to react.
And you're in Germany. What part of Germany are you in currently?
I don't know this. I don't know.
Is it
It's Bavaria.
Big
Bavaria.
city?
Yes, big. Yes.
Big city. Where in Ukraine did you live?
What city I'm living?
In Ukraine.
Ukraine. I understand. In Ukraine, I am living in Cherkasy.
Gotcha. I think I've heard of it before. What's it close to? Is it near Kiev?
Yes, it's nearly Kiev. Maybe 2-3 hours nearly Kiev. Yes.
Yeah.
It's center Ukraine.
Do you have family still living back in Ukraine? Is everybody safe?
Now my family in Ukraine, my father and together my niece in my city in Cherkasy. Yes, now.
Yeah, and everybody's safe. Everybody's okay.
I hope. Yesterday in the morning, 84 for
Yeah,
Yeah, I just want to chime in here and say that this is a good move. It's really important, actually, on your first date, is to express compassion. Ukraine, right? Because they're refugees, they're under war. How is your family? How are your friends? How are you doing? Where are you now? How are you doing? Right? That's important really early in the date. Always do that if you guys are taking notes from this.
Yes.
Yes. It's difficult. I hope it's okay now. I hope.
Yeah.
My city, I know, maybe no. I think no, maybe no yesterday, but I don't know what tomorrow.
Yeah, everything changes from day to day. Unfortunately, it's a terrible thing. I was speaking earlier before you got here. I was actually in Ukraine twice.
Guys, here is the moment. From Billy's side was really good question to ask Victoria from which city she is, how situation in her city right now. It's caring question. But now Billy try to explain his tough story. And for men, it looks not that attractive because he shows his weak sides, which men should hide a little bit, right? So to look masculine. So it is okay to tell this story a little bit later, not to cover the lady with this story at the very first date and to show I had this experience and blah blah, all the details.
I was in Ukraine in November, and I was actually in Ukraine in Kherson in February when the war started. So I kind of know everything that your people and yourself were going through, because I know what I went through to try to leave the country and everything that I saw. So I feel terribly for the people, and hopefully it ends sooner rather than later. My prayers are with everybody. And I'm glad you're safe. Did you come to Germany alone? Did you come with a family member or a friend?
No. I have a friend in this city in Germany. Yes.
Yeah. What about with you in Germany? Anybody in Germany with you?
What party? Germany. Yes.
No. Did anybody come with you from Ukraine to Germany besides yourself?
Okay, understand. Maybe 5, maybe 8 of March.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She studied German now, so she kind of confused English.
Just kind of going back and forth between the two. Yeah, the main thing I was asking was, are you there alone, or is there a friend or a family member that are with you in Germany?
Okay. I am going Germany. My friend Nina. Nina in the spring. I go for Germany. The first time go for Poland. Poland not have place for Ukrainian people this day. I say no, go for other country. After this, I have a bus go for Germany. I am sitting for my friend together. This bus go for Germany. It's all time. This maybe 6 months, maybe more now. And this, yes. My friend Nina come back for Poland. My friend Nina have a family in Poland. Yes, her mother live in Poland. It's together. Nina come back. After this, my mother's sister go for Germany. Maybe in the spring. In the spring, a little time, maybe 1 month, maybe more. The mother sister, this your daughter together live in Germany because the daughter for my mother's sister not want to learn for Germany language. It's difficult. My mother sister decided to go for England because your daughter could know English.
Yeah.
Yes, in the summer.
Here, guys, I can see Vincent mention in the chat that he's doing okay. Basic break the ice questions, and I here should agree with Vincent because good questions. He was confused with the delivery of presents at the very beginning, but then it is good question about her situation, her city, and yeah, he need to give the lady opportunity to explain, to share about herself. And as you can see, lady also she worrying. She not confident in her level of English. Our Luba, she trying to be useful to translate everything if she doesn't understand. So this is good questions to melt the ice, true. So good job in this way. And he listening attentively. He is quiet, don't interrupt.
My mother's sister, your daughter, my sister go for England. This time I am alone. Yes, this country. Yes.
How do you like being in Germany? How is it? Do you enjoy Germany? It must be very different.
Вам нравится Германия, спрашивает?
Да, я поняла.
Ага.
Пытаюсь понять. Yes, I'm like a Germany country. With Germany country, good people, more Ukrainian people. This 15, the city where I live, 15,000 Ukrainian people.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah, all time I go for outside, I listen for Ukrainian, for Russian. More people, yes, more people for Russia, the country live in this city too, maybe 10, maybe 7, maybe 20 years, more people, yes, for Russian. And,
wow.
Yes, a little time, I'm not remember, I'm living in Germany.
Yeah, you kind of forget when you have so many other Ukrainians around.
Yes, I have a friend in Ukrainian. I go together for course, together for maybe yoga, for maybe for German language course together. Yes, maybe go for outside talk for Ukrainian people. Yes, not problem. Really.
Nice. Do you do any work there? Do they allow you to do any work?
Guys, Simon mentioned, if she likes you, you will see her playing with her hair, flipping it. Good, by the way, good comment. It is very true. also you need to understand that the lady, when she can see you first time on a video, she will not see sitting and playing with her hair, flirting with you from first minutes. If you will melt these eyes, if she will open a little bit to you and accept you like an easygoing guy, and your communication would be exciting, then it would come naturally, subconsciously even. So it would be body language, which translating how she feels, but not at the very beginning, of course, not like first minutes of communication. Can be, yeah.
Work now, Joanne?
Yeah.
Okay. John, I missed it on this one, I think. This is huge, guys. Never, I'm going to drop the F-bomb. Are you ready? Never fucking talk about work. It's a Western cultural thing. Men never ask Ukrainian women what they do for work, job. It's, what you did is you just friend zoned yourself because you took away this emotional level. If you've been working to build up a certain emotional level on your date right now, and as soon as you switch to talk about work, I know you're used to it because it's very American, it's very Western, but it's the kiss of dating death in Ukraine. Don't even ask her. Don't ask her what she does for work because you lose what you've built up in the emotional, kind of like love bank points when you do that. Just trust me on this, please. Okay, let's continue.
Now, in the next Tuesday, after 1 week, next Tuesday, I am go for study German language. This.
Oh, nice. A German language. Yeah, I have my family. My mother's family comes from Germany, so they've been there quite often. I've never been there myself, but I look forward to coming to Germany. I was in the airport in Germany, but that's as far as I got. So I'm looking forward to visiting the country. It looks very beautiful.
Yes, it's a good country. Really good. Like this country, these people. Yes, I'm not more look other country. this country is good.
Have you traveled much at all, or have you been around any other countries besides Ukraine? Have you did traveling?
Yes, little, yes, I'm little look, because maybe 1 day, 2 day, not more time, and not have time for talk with people, for ask for people how live, maybe a special place for little, maybe little look for city, maybe museum, I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
maybe.
What did you used to do for work? I don't recall. What did you do for work when you lived in Ukraine for a job?
Okay, I'm marketing a little time. Marketing, understand?
Yeah.
I'm this internet magazine, little internet magazine, internet.
Like marketing on the internet.
Yes, small. Yes. Now I'm close this. Yes, a little for rent for flat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's
now,
good.
now close to now. Close.
Yeah. For fun, like what things do you?
Okay, for fun. I just wanted to announce, guys, I've changed the poll question. Okay, some of you guys, there's already 10 votes. So the next poll question is, how similar do you think Billy's behaviors are to Ukrainian men? Because please, guys, I've said this many times, but it's very important that you remember, Ukrainian women, like all of us, we only know what we know. We only know our past experiences, right? Have told us. So how similar or different we behave to Ukrainian men makes a huge difference when you're just starting your dating journey in Ukraine. So how similar, let's see, how similar is Billy to Ukrainian men? You guys are voting 0, 80%. 3, 18%. Like 0, meaning nada, nothing like Ukrainian men. 80% of you guys are voting that. And I would agree. 80%. Yeah. I mean, he's not behaving anything like a Ukrainian man. So how is that going to come off to a Ukrainian woman? Any Ukrainian woman, it's going to come off as just fucking weird. It's just like, who is this guy? Why does he ask me what I do for work? It's very non-masculine. Okay. Because it's like the guy's thinking, okay, I wonder, how good of an income, like how good of an earner, how good of a provider she is, which is back asswards, right? I mean, women are not the provider, right? They're the caregiver. They give care to the children and to the husband. They take care of the home, right? It's totally opposite of traditional values. It's feministic. It's feminism, right? It's weird. So yeah. And guys, you've heard me say before, I went to a banya with a group of regular Ukrainian men for about a year, all year. I missed a few Saturdays. And there was between 10 and 15 guys. Yeah, you get buff. As soon as you walk in, you get buff. The fish goes on the table. They got the fish, and you start eating fish and sala to coat your stomach so you can handle the vodka. That's what they do. And then they get shit-faced and do the banya. Not good for the health, not good for the heart, not recommended. But seeing what they behave like when they're sober at the beginning and then when they're shit-faced, it was quite a social experiment. And I got to tell you, I never experienced any men behave like that in my life to that point. But I got to see what they behave like. And they don't speak a lot about certain things, right? Anyway, I hope you guys get the point that I'm probably belaboring at this point, and that is become a student of Ukrainian men and adopt some of their behaviors for your first dating, which is definitely don't speak a lot. Listen more than you speak. Yeah, don't brag. All of these things that Billy's doing, it's very non-Ukrainian. Okay, you get my point.
Do for fun, like what do you try to do?
That is about question from the chat that he should ask your hobbies, your interests. So here we go. Good question.
Do to keep active.
And very good that he first asked about her native city, her security, place she currently lives at, and then about her hobbies and needs. So by quality of questions and by logic of this question and priorities, everything is fine, guys.
Да, какие у вас хобби, чем вы занимаетесь, чтобы быть активной для фана, так сказать?
Ну, в общем, что сказать, я была на йоге, ходила на йогу, не знаю, йога, да. Йога, вот у меня начинаются курсы по немецкому, я не знаю, а у них занятия остаются утром, а утром у меня будет занятие по немецкому. Я не знаю, смогу ли я там как-то совмещать йогу вообще на будущее, но буду стараться, конечно, потому что я ходила, наверное.
She's going to yoga classes like regularly, but now she has in the morning German classes starting, so she doesn't know if she can combine that yoga and the German.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Very nice.
В общем, в бассейне еще swimming pool здесь плавала, мне нравится.
She likes.
I can see a comment from Bill. It's getting better with coaching. Of course, that is the purpose, because after every kind of such video date interview, coaching on person, of course, men receive some notes, some tips, some advices, some, like I can say, home task to fix things which are not look that attractive to be interesting for our women. So of course coaching helps a lot. You also can share your opinion, because this is very first time when we doing this, when we sharing absolutely without any reduction, so you can see how it happens in reality inside. So this is inside information for you about the process, how it happens. And also, you can see sometimes it is difficult for lady to express her thoughts or to understand proper question. And this translation also help, like if you can see, Luba try not to interrupt and not to translate where the lady doesn't need that.
Swimming pool.
Oh, likes to go swimming.
In swimming pool, she swims.
Yeah. Has she been in? Does she like going to like? Did she go to like the sea and the ocean? Does she like going to the sea?
Спрашивают, можете ответить?
Что-то на море, ездила ли я на море?
Да, нравится вам море, океан?
Да.
Ездили?
Да, море мне нравится, океан, но, наверное, тоже нравится, но я не видела, на самом деле, океана еще в реальности.
She likes to go to the seaside, but she never saw ocean in her life. Not yet. Never been on the ocean.
I like to go sometimes. I've been on some cruises, some big boats, the big boats in the ocean. I like to do that. But if I'm in the sun, I burn. I'm very white, so I burn. So I'm not on the beach too much, but I like going on the ocean cruises.
Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, you're burning, Billy. You're burning. Okay. No, really, guys, this is invaluable. I hope you appreciate what a trooper Billy is to publicly expose himself like this, right? That's part of it's the main part of the no wife, no pay deal, right? I mean, what we're getting here is the ability finally to show you what it's really like in the dating trenches. You know what? I neglected to mention at the beginning, so you get a little treat here. I asked Jana the same question before I told her my answer. And the question is, from the beginning, right? From the beginning, how would I rank or rate Billy's ease at which he will be successful? In other words, how easily do I think it will be for Billy to be successful with us finding a bride in Ukraine? Not what are his chances of success, because his chances of success should be 100%, right? He's got a lifetime guarantee. That's part of no wife, no pay. We're with him for life, right? The only way he's going to lose and not be successful is if he gives up on himself. You guys have heard me say that a million times. So the question is important that you understand. I'm saying, how would I rate Billy's ease at being successful with match guarantee? And please vote. Tell me now, how would you rate? So I'm going to give you my number, and Jana, I'll give you Jana's number, and you can ask her next time she's live. What number did she give Billy? Okay. How easy will it be for him to be successful? Because like I said, some of our guys come and boom, they're successful like that. First trip. And I can show you pictures of many guys that were successful on the first trip and after a less than 5 dates, right? Even a couple of dates, maybe even one date. So my number was a 4. I gave Billy 4. Jana gave Billy a 5. I'm not seeing you guys voting here as to how easy or difficult it will be for Billy to be successful. So Billy is an ideal no wife, no pay experiment candidate, because he's in that, again, the zone of success, right? So this is 10. We're putting him at 5 and 4. I'm not a very good barometer number going in the mirror effect. So we're giving him 5 and 4 over here, right? So he is somebody's rating him 0. Okay, well, it's good you guys are giving me something anyway. So you guys are not too optimistic about Billy, or at least Gregory isn't. What do you guys other think? Please give me your number. Shoot in the numbers. You guys, come on, 18 of you guys watching live. Simon 0. Okay, interesting. So for no wife, no pay, the point is we want you to see how is the journey of kind of your average or maybe your below average guy, right? to be successful in Ukraine. Because, you know, it's not interesting when a guy just comes, boom, and he's successful. It's like, well, sure, he could do it easy. He's a dentist, or he's this, or he's that, right? No. So now you've got kind of your average, or you're slightly below average, or maybe more than slightly below average, depending on how you guys are rating him. Now, Carlos giving him a 3. So we got another 0, eh? My guess is a 0. Well, so you guys are not faring very well for Billy at all. So Jean and I are both optimists, I guess. So anyway, the point is you get to experience Billy's journey to see if he can be successful given his life situation, his age, his looks, his behaviors, right? His pros and his cons. That is the beauty of this reality show. You know, Billy the Kid dating in Ukraine. That's really the beauty of it. And we'll see where it goes, because tomorrow you get another date, another lady with Billy. And then the day after you will get another date with Billy. And we will see. So yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
I've been to some islands around, you know, the Caribbean and Bermuda, Bermuda was very beautiful. I did a little bit of traveling around America. My first European trip was actually when I came to Ukraine. So I look forward to doing some more traveling, and that's what I'm looking forward to when I have my special woman. I want us to experience, you know, traveling and seeing new things together. I think it's always better when you're looking through things through somebody else's eyes and seeing their feelings and their enjoyment. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to about being in a relationship again, is being able to travel and see more things, different cultures. I love learning new cultures.
Guys, here important moment. For lady, this looks desperate. So first, before you want to come into relations, this is absolutely normal desire for a man, for any person, to enjoy life together with a soulmate, to travel together. That is a great wish, but don't show your neediness. And like, if you don't have partner for this current period of your life, anyway, you should enjoy every moment of your life and travel by your own, with your friends, with your children, if you don't have a soulmate. So for ladies, in our eyes, it looks desperate and not that attractive. Like good things which turns to a neediness.
Understand, good idea. Ну, как раз что там как бы вот это про океан, да, там какая-то лодка, что-то там.
Нет, перевожу. Значит, он рассказывает, что он любит круизы ездить. Круизы, обожает. Был на Карибских островах, остров Бермудские острова, говорит, очень красиво, просто супер. Потом, говорит, загорать он не сильно любит, потому что он сгорает. Говорит, я белый, я сгораю быстро. Вот, и да, он любит путешествовать и хотел бы это разделить со своей будущей, как бы, особенной женщиной, так сказать, которую он надеется вот встретить. Вот, и хочет мир увидеть, так сказать, через глаза женщины, вот так он сказал. Вот. Что хочет путешествовать вместе.
Я поняла. Вы красивое такое желание, мечта, да, цель такая.
Yeah, it's a beautiful wish you have to travel together with your lady and see the world through the eyes of your lady.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Very romantic.
That's me. Big hearts, very, very romantic. Now,
романтичный с большим сердцем.
Now for her, tell her that. Well, she can understand me probably. Ask me any questions you want. Is there anything you would love to know about me?
Спрашивайте вопросы, Вика.
Вопросы?
Да.
Ну, я так помню, как бы, что, да, вот там написал, ну, про него, ну, я не знаю, а как он вообще, как бы, он был, спросите, был ли он в Германии вообще, как бы, вот сам, как бы, да, вот передвигается ли сюда, вот в эту часть, как бы.
Have you been in Germany? She's asking.
Have I been to Germany?
Yeah.
Only in the airport.
Только в аэропорту, все.
Yeah. When I was leaving, when I left Ukraine and went to Poland, then I flew to, I think it was Frankfurt in Germany, the big airport. So that's all I saw of Germany. I'm looking forward to coming to Germany. I want to see some of the country. The Rhine River, I think it's called the Rhine. Looks very
Речку
beautiful.
Рейн, помнит название, хотел бы увидеть. Хотел бы, да, в Германию приехать. Не
So,
видел.
definitely love to come to Germany. I'm looking forward to it. Another country I've always wanted to see is Ireland, which has always just looked beautiful to me. I have a fascination with the big castles, so I would love to see castles and maybe even spend a night in a castle. I think would be amazing.
Вы поняли, да, что он говорит? Ирландию хотел бы увидеть, и там его замки в его представлении, даже хотел бы эти замки посмотреть, и даже там остановиться на ночь.
Guys, can read your comments. Rene, I will show you then your profile, the age gap. About that they are nervous and looks very tense. Yes, of course, because this is like people worry what impression they will have from the lady, and lady also can have the same worries, because every one of us want to look the most beautiful way and interesting way. It's not that simple sometimes. That is why we have here this coaching and try to help to our clients to be more confident. For a confident man, it is not a problem to present himself, to ask naturally interesting questions. So of course they worry what will happen, because any of these video dates can change your life or future.
Что так можно, да? Я просто не знаю.
Много же замков в отеле превращенные есть,
Я
да.
не знаю. Я не знала даже.
It's like a hotel. It's like a castle turned into hotels.
Yeah.
You can find something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think it just would be beautiful and fun because you could feel like you were there, like you're the king and queen,
Like a
together.
Будет чувствовать, как король и королева вместе.
Да, это романтично.
Romantic.
Is there any country that you've always wanted to visit? Like a country that you've wanted to go to?
А куда бы вы хотели поехать? Какие страны?
Да. Ну, я так не сильно думала, но я бы хотела именно куда бы я так хотела, именно вот сильно, да, хотела бы. Я, возможно, хотела бы к океану, да, попасть. Вот именно мне интересно просто, как вообще вот.
You want to see ocean somewhere.
Вот.
Most of the ocean you would like to see.
Yeah.
А что еще?
Вот. Еще, ну, наверное, все-таки мне интересно было бы посмотреть. Вот я немножко Европу видела, не всю, конечно, но так немного, да, хоть что-то. Вот, а другую часть мира я не видела. Вот, хотела бы, ну, не там сейчас, да, может позже, как бы посмотреть вообще, как люди там живут, то есть какой менталитет. Ну, вот мне интересно было бы это очень посмотреть. Потому что я себе это даже не представляю, ну, только в фильмах, может быть, и все.
Это вы про United States говорите?
Ну, я сейчас говорю, в принципе, про все там получается, вот, ну, как бы Штаты, наверное, или Канада, может быть, потом там же есть Новая Зеландия, есть еще там Австралия, ну, то есть вот такое вот там еще, ну, вот эти вот, да, то, что подальше, я имею в виду.
Okay, yeah. So first she would like to see ocean somewhere. Then she never been outside of Europe, basically. So she would like to see United States, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, these countries, you know, how people live there. She's even don't imagine how is it, because it's very different from Europe. So she would like.
You're lucky because you now know an amazing man in America, me.
Oh my fucking God. I'm so amazing. You should marry me. Guys, that's pathetic. Okay, but I just had to interrupt. Listen, there's a new poll. Please go vote. Do you believe Billy will be successful? Even even having any relationship, actual relationship with a match guarantee woman? Do you believe he will be successful? Yes, no, or maybe I don't know. Please go vote. And then I'm probably going to do a final poll. Yeah, I will after this one. So go vote quickly, please, so I can tally it up and then put a new one out there. But sorry, man, I just.
Guys, that moment I want to stop. Here is, we can see like the man tried to compliment to himself. It doesn't, in my eyes, it doesn't looks attractive, and it's not about confidence or masculinity.
Прекрасный мужчина в Америке, который может поехать, вам все покажет.
I represent America.
Да, он представляет Америку. Ага.
Okay, я рада, I'm glad. Have, this man, you can show me this country. Yes, it's good. And I want to ask you, what's important for you in relation, for woman, for man, important? What's important for you?
What's important for me in the relationship and also in the woman. When I'm looking for the woman, the most important thing I look for is sincerity. I'm looking for a woman that's very sincere and very honest, and she has the ability to open her heart up and be open to all possibilities in the relationship. And in a relationship, I believe communication is the most important thing. Being able to talk about anything, sharing your thoughts and your feelings, and compromise. So it's like there's 3 C's. I call them the 3 C's. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Communication, compromise, and also compassion. I think if you have those 3, you can have the most amazing relationship. Being able to laugh together.
Guys, I will distract a little bit to your comments, not to lose their actuality. So this comment from Jeremy, Jana, you can't help him. Don't give up on Billy. So we will show you all the journey we already passed. It doesn't finish yet. So day by day, you will understand and you can see with your own eyes all the progress with the Billy.
Smile together, even in the worst time. If you're having a bad day, I feel as long as you're with the right person and you're showing that compassion, you have the chemistry and the communication, even on a bad day, you're going to fall more in love with each other. And that's what I'm, hoping for, to just be with somebody and grow together. I don't want somebody exactly like me. I believe 2 people can be different and you learn from each other. And together, though, you grow close, and the bond, builds day after day, year after year. That's what I've been waiting for, is to find that complete connection in a relationship.
Вы поняли, да, Викка, что он...
Лучше перевести, я так поняла, но я, знаете, не очень хорошо не знаю, да.
Да, значит, для него важно вот это общение, да. Потом compassion, как бы такое сопереживание, вот такое, так можно перевести, друг другом, сопереживание. И communication, compassion, and third, what is third, William?
Compassion, communication, kept the chemistry between each other.
Chemistry, значит, химия должна, конечно же, быть между вами. Да, вот. Он вот это вот ищет, как бы, такие отношения. Да.
Good.
Yes, understand. Yes, understand.
Yeah.
You say me,
what do you look for most in your man? Like, what are you looking for most in your man that you see in your life for your future?
I want will be happy with the together this bad is really. Ну, я хочу сказать, надо лучше с переводом. Ну,
Да, да,
я,
что вы
да, я
мужчине?
пишу мужчине. Ну, конечно, да, чтобы была там симпатия, были чувства, была любовь, как бы, вот, и чтобы были совместные какие-то, кстати, такие радости, вот, чтобы было, скажем так, интересно и комфортно, и приятно проводить вместе время, да, то есть находиться с друг другом, да, и вот как-то, не знаю, дополнять друг друга, что ли, и
Сейчас
как бы, да, понимание, сопереживание тоже.
Okay, so for her, basically important feelings and of course chemistry and feelings together, and that you feel good together when you spend time. You know, it's interesting to be with each other. You know, yeah. So basically, she appreciates quality time together.
Yeah, quality time, very important.
Quality time, and that you feel comfortable to staying together.
Okay, guys, this is a huge clue. Huge clue. What this lady needs to move this relationship forward. You know, did you guys pick up on it? Write me in chat, please. Huge clue. Did you pick up on that? What does Victoria need? Please quickly write me in chat. Let's see how astute you guys are paying attention. Not only criticizing Billy, but also looking for clues to success, imagining. I hope you guys are imagining that this is you. You're in Billy's shoes. What would you do differently? That's what you should be doing here, right? So huge clue was just dropped here. Let's see who of you is astute and picked up on it. She just told Billy what she needs, yeah, for him to be successful, for them to have a real relationship and potentially, you know, go from there to marriage, right? So nobody writing in chat here. Sorry, I just got back. Juan, you missed out. I was hoping you, brother, would picked up on this. Somebody, anybody, did you pick up on this? You know what? I'm going to give you some time. I'm going to continue playing, and then I'll come back. I'm looking for you guys to chat and tell me, what did she just say? What she needs in this relationship from Billy to be successful?
Yeah.
And of course, she liked this, what you said, compassion, you know, communication. She likes that.
Yeah. I'm big on anything to do with romance. When I have a special woman in my life, I haven't been with a woman in about 6 years. I've been waiting for somebody special. I've dated some, but I just.
Oh my God. This just gets from bad to worse. That is the most desperate thing I have heard in a very long time, right? I haven't been with a woman in 6 years. God. Okay, listen, I'll tell you the truth. There was a period in my history that I hadn't been with a woman in 4 years in any way. I hadn't dated. I hadn't had any woman. I hadn't dated or slept with anybody in 4 years. Why? Similar story to Billy's. I was cheated on by my ex-fiance, and she literally crushed my heart. And it took me 4 years to heal from that. Do you think I go advertising though that when I'm on a date? Fuck no. You can't say shit like that. You have to have a filter, some kind of filter. That was pathetic, Billy. That you don't want to smell like desperate, and it doesn't. Okay. Since I'm back here, normally nobody, so none of you guys caught. You're all great critics in here. You're great critics, okay? But are you astute observers on how to be successful? I'm getting no. I'm getting an absolute no from all of you, because nobody is telling me what's the huge clue she just dropped, what she needs in a relationship. Okay? None of you. Nada. Zilch. Simon tried here. What most women say is they're ambitious. Not sure if that's an answer to my question. Well, I'm disappointed, boys. I'm disappointed. You guys are great at criticizing others, but you're not great. You're not even good at picking up what the woman says she needs, what she just did. And you can replay on this on the replay, because I'm watching this video like you guys, just so you know, for the first time. This is the first time I don't have time to watch all of these dates, right? I don't watch any of them. In fact, this is probably the first date I've ever watched. Yeah, it's the first. I mean, this, I watched part of Jana's live stream, but no, this is the first date I've ever watched with a client at Magic Guarantee. She wants to spend, here's Barry, quality time. She wants to know when he, yes, thank you. And Barry, you're married, right? So the married man in the house got it. He nailed it. And this should show you guys, this is why Billy is married. Barry. Why Barry is married. So Barry, you are married, right? Confirm with me, please. Yes. So she said that I need to feel chemistry. I need to feel that there's a connection in chemistry. She used the word chemistry. I need to feel that there's chemistry. And you and I both know, everybody knows the only way to feel this chemistry is to be in person. Well, the reason this couple, they had a relationship. I mean, a virtual relationship, right? But it didn't pan out because she kept asking Billy, when are you going to come to see me, right? Kind of thing. And Billy kept saying, well, I need to feel from you that, you know, you're serious with me, like this, something like this. I'm paraphrasing, but like this. And she told our coaches, I'm not feeling that Billy is serious. He's not talking about coming to see me. And, you know, he's going to wait. And that's what is a huge clue, guys. Huge tip. When you're in a relationship, especially now during the war, you need to, right out of the gate, express your intention to come and see her. And even because talk is cheap in Ukraine, they want to see your actions. They want to see your promise, say, and set the date. I'm going to come and see you. I can get away on this date. And then buy the ticket as soon as you can. That's what Ukrainian people look for. Not married. Okay. Barry is not married. Well, anyway, Barry, you're not married, but you did get the prize. You won the prize here. Okay, back to the real.
I found that one woman that, you know, I'm looking for forever. I'm looking for a woman that I know with the next woman I'm going to be with is forever. And that's, I think, the best relationship. You have to go into the relationship.
Guys can see your reaction in the chat. I feel on the same page, like no red flag, no need to discuss such things, to say these things in conversation with the lady.
Not thinking and believing it's going to be forever. You don't go into a relationship that's only going to last a week or a month. I'm going into this relationship, it's going to be forever. And that's how I'm looking at it. I've tried to learn from the past. And sometimes it's hard not to bring the past into your future, but I think you can talk about it and you learn about it, so that you know what you want in the future. So extreme happiness. I miss spending special times with a woman. I miss the closeness of doing things, even simple things. Like I love to hold hands. I think holding hands is romantic, being able just to walk together.
Okay, I'm going to come back in and say, you know, like Billy wants the same thing, right? He wants quality time with her, hold hands, be together, feel the chemistry. The difference is, and I'm sorry to say this, but Billy is cheap. He comes off as cheap, okay? And I believe he actually is cheap. He needed to go there, first commit, and then go and meet with her because they dated for, I don't know, give or take a month or something like that. Virtually dated, right? He never went and saw her. And they broke up in large part because, yeah, his failure to take action.
I love, again, romantic. I love the night sky. I love the stars and the moon. Anything romantic. And that's what I look to bring, you know, into a relationship is, you know, even on the bad day, I want to be able to put a smile on your face, you know, and be the one that you turn to if you're sad. Just for me also, that if I'm sad about something, we can talk about it.
Guys, here is the moment when Billy very brightly shows his neediness. It is not attractive for a woman. Like good things about romantic, work together, about holding hand in hand under the night sky, but this is something about like romantic dreams when men don't satisfy and can't create real interesting events together. So it's something very like low level romance, maybe even. So it's good things which you can enjoy, but you can't dream about such a simple things. I don't think that it looks attractive. Tell me your opinion. But as for me, when I listen such things from a man, it looks not interesting.
I think that's the best kind of relationship is when you're just building it together and you express your true feelings and you move forward. You know, we all have a past. We all, you know, lived a life, but where our life begins now and where it goes into the future is anything and everything we want it to be.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Значит, он говорит, что у него не было отношений, 6 лет, насколько я поняла. То есть он там пытался кого-то найти, но у него не получилось найти особенную женщину. И он очень скучает за этой близостью, как бы вот женщиной. Даже ему нравится просто держаться за руки идти. Там смотреть на звездное небо, например, или что-то еще. Вот такую как бы близость, просто быть как бы с любимой женщиной. Вот ему хочется такое. Ну, там он еще говорит, что там надо из прошлого как бы извлечь как бы.
Hey guys, sorry, I stepped away for a second there. I do need to chime in and say, listen, it's a big cultural difference. In the West, we talk romantic. In Ukraine, they don't give shit about hearing romantic words. It's about your romantic actions. And I had to learn this mistake because yes, guilty. Similar to Billy, I would talk about romantic things, what I love to do romantically, thinking, you know, this is impressing the girl. She sees I'm romantic. No, it doesn't impress them. It impresses them absolutely when they see you're romantic by your actions. Okay, so that is a distinguishing and critical difference. So it's a mistake to go on with this romantic talk. The conversation should be more pragmatic. Okay, all right.
Там и смотреть будущее такое. Вот. И я так поняла, что он расскажет, что он очень такой романтичный. Вот. Хотел бы такой романс, чтобы был в отношениях. Да, ну вот это, в принципе, такой посыл. Yes. I think I translated that correctly.
Я поняла. Заслушалась, да, немного.
Да, it's very romantic, she likes.
Я это слушаю, да. В общем, хорошо, спасибо. Так, да,
то есть вы поняли, для него важно вот это такое физическое прикосновение, да, это как языки любви даже. То есть вы сказали, что вам важно время проводить, а он вот что там за руки держаться, вот такое. Это как языки любви, да, как ему вот хочется. То есть ему надо это давать. А вам надо давать время проводить. Хорошо. Это приятно. Yes. She liked to hold hands and moments.
I love holding hands. Kissing is very important. It's very passionate. How long?
Oh, I was muted. Kissing. You don't fucking talk about kissing. Jesus, it's like sex. You don't talk about sex. You don't talk about kissing. You do it. You don't talk about it, right? But you guys all know that. So this is really, sorry to say, but, and you know, the great thing is Billy is using himself as an example, but this is really DEFCON 5 pathetic. It's gone to DEFCON 5. Sorry, man, but yeah. This is the Encyclopedia Britannica, if you guys remember that, on what not to do dating on a first date with Ukrainian women. So far, it's getting worse.
She's alone in Germany. How long has she been single, like out of a relationship? And has she ever lived with a man? Like, does she feel like she's ready to live with a man? Has she lived with a man before, and how long? And does she feel like, you know, now is the time, like she could actually live and be with a man for, you know, forever, hopefully?
Да, сейчас я переведу. А он еще в предыдущем, так сказать, сообщении сказал, что он хотел бы женщину на всю жизнь найти. Надеется, что это как бы на всю жизнь будет. Вот. И да, он спрашивает, там, как давно вы были в отношениях.
Guys, as you can see, first of all, about kisses, better not to speak about this, better to show this, to do actions, not talks about this. And I think for our ladies, for our culture, on very first date, it's not that appropriate question, at least not at this variety, not at this form.
Жили ли с мужчиной, и ну, там сколько лет, и готовы ли вы начать сейчас следующие отношения?
Да, я готова начать следующие отношения.
She's ready to start relationship if she find the suitable person, of course. Yes.
Не помню на самом деле там, не помню.
And yeah, I can see your comments, and you can see ladies' reaction. Of course, she remember, but it's polite way to avoid this question because she shows that this is not appropriate, not at the first date at least. Then, of course, they can discuss when they will become closer, when they like staying in certain relations. They can discuss such things, or maybe even not. Even better to leave your past in the past. But as you can see, Victoria tried to avoid this question and not to answer because it's in the past. If this relation's over, they had reason for that.
Вы не помните, когда вас...
Сейчас вы что сказать? Да, что-то...
She doesn't remember how many years ago, basically, she was in a relationship, something like that. Yeah. Probably it was a long time, yeah.
Yeah. Has she ever, have you ever lived with a man? Like, have you ever lived physically with a man?
А вы жили там с мужчиной или, может, замужем, или просто?
Oh my fucking God. Have you ever lived with a man? Jesus. Oh, Billy, I didn't know how, but I might change my vote as to how difficult it's. I'm downgrading. I voted for Jana. You got to tell me because Jana's live. Are you still voting 5? I'm downgrading to 3, and I might downgrade further. That's just, oh my God.
У меня были отношения давно, как бы, давненько, да, были отношения, конечно.
She had relationship, yeah, but it was quite a long time ago. Yeah, she had serious relationship.
Yeah.
She doesn't say if she lived.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious because it's hard if you've never lived with anybody before. Like I was married once for 5 years, and that was a long time ago. And so I've had 2 serious relationships after that, but I haven't been with anybody in 6 years, and I haven't lived with a woman probably in about 15 years. So for me,
guys, as you can understand, this also taboo topic for discussion on dates, on first date especially. Do you think he can be helped, Jeremy? This video date was so far in October, and now we have March already. So let's follow this journey.
For me, I had to look and say, my life, I have been a man alone. You know, I've had dates and I've had a girlfriend, but I haven't lived physically with a woman in over 15 years. So for me, I had to look at myself and say, am I ready to have somebody in my life almost 24/7 besides, you know, going to work and such, and maybe going out, you know, separately? Am I ready? Am I ready to live with somebody and be with somebody all the time? In that type of relationship. That's what I had to decide. So that's when I decided, yes, I'm ready for that. Is why I decided, well, my love, I haven't found her here in America. I decided she had to be in another country. My niece actually lived in Kiev for 2 years teaching English, and she told me about Ukrainian women. She said, beautiful, amazing, sweet women. Maybe you should try. So that's why I decided to go to Ukraine, to try Ukraine. and also open my life up to realize that I don't want to be alone anymore, and I want to open my home up and have a woman with me all the time. So my question to her is she ready for that, to be with a man, live with a man, and to share life together completely, day after day, not separately, but being completely together?
I mean, geez, it just goes from desperate to more desperate to, I don't know, what's after DEFCON 5? There's a DEFCON 7. What's the top? DEFCON 7. I think we're up to DEFCON 6. I mean, of course she's ready. It's a stupid question. It's really the king of stupid questions. Why is she dating with a marriage agency and expressed her desire to be married? If she's not willing to, you know, oh, yeah. Well, he's just desperate. Just way too desperate. This is just coming off like way, way, way over the top desperate.
Да, он рассказывает, что он был женат, значит, один раз, потом 2 раза у него были отношения. Вот, ну, когда были отношения, они же вместе не жил он с этими как бы девушками, да, то есть он говорит, что 15 лет я уже ни с кем как бы вот так не жил.
Guys, you know how the lady will accept this phrase, this information. Like, this is not successful men. The same.
Может, даже волнуется чуть-чуть. Он спрашивает, он узнал...
Hey guys, I need to add here that remember, Luba was Billy's coach, and then Billy had some problem with Luba, and he basically said, I don't want Luba as my coach, which is like impossibly rare. That's happened maybe one other time that Luba and a client had, you know, an impasse at something. So Luba, her opinion, okay, her vote here is maybe 0 or 1, because she said to me categorically, I do not believe in Billy's success. That's how she said it. So that sounds like a 0, or being optimistic, a 1. Okay, Jana is here and commenting away. Thank you, Jana, for coming back again. She loves her work, right? I mean, this is amazing, right? Like, you know, she's sticking up for Billy. You know, he can. So I guess somebody said he can't be successful, and I guess Jana said he can. So thank you, Jana, for coming back.
Он не может найти женщину в Америке, там такой менталитет, как бы, ну, не подходит ему. И его племянница работала в Киеве, она английский преподавала, говорит, и вот от племянницы он узнал, какие прекрасные в Украине женщины, такие прям добрые, красивые, и вот он так решил попробовать найти в Украине свою судьбу, вот. И он спрашивает, он говорит, я готов вот 24/7 вот быть женщиной, то есть жить вместе со своей любимой женщиной. Готовы ли вы? Потому что как бы вы отдельно жили, как сами много лет, и он спрашивает, готовы ли будете вот жить с кем-то? Да. Есть.
I like this comment from Juan Antonio. If a lady thinks you are mentally damaged or an emotional man, your chances of success essentially disappear. And this is very true. That is what I mentioned before, that we accept this like not successful men. We like leaders, not guys who fail all the time. So if you even had this experience in your life, in your past, okay, learn your lessons from this and move next, and don't discuss this, especially your fails. Don't show your weak sides. We want a strong man next to us, successful strong man.
Yeah, very, very, very true. Don't show your weakness to a Ukrainian woman at all. You guys remember when I was in Ukraine, I was not only broke, I was bankrupt, and I was newly divorced. Do you think I talked about it ever dating? Not a fucking once. I mean, that would have been the nail in my coffin. So I'm going to comment back to Simon here. Absolutely. everybody, in fact, needs all levels of coach. So you need a Ukrainian woman as a coach to give feedback on the lady, so she can call the lady, how's it going, and she has to do it in a very cunning, foxy, sly way, backdoor way, because Ukrainian women don't like talking about relationship. It's very anti-cultural. And then the client needs a Western man that has been there, done that, and has been successful. So for example, I am also Billy's coach. And he needs to understand from my perspective, what do I see is very important to the formula of success. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Такого мужчину.
Да, я буду готова.
Yeah, she will be ready to live with somebody if she needs somebody special.
Nice. I have a daughter. I don't know if she read in my profile. I have a daughter who's 29 years old. She has 2 children. She's married. She also works for me. Did she ever want to have children, or did she just was never with a man that wanted children?
Да, он говорит, что у меня дочка 29 лет. Да, она уже там, у нее свои дети, то есть замужем. И она с ним работает. Так понимаю, что у него своя компания, да? Вот. Он спрашивает, а как, что вы по поводу детей думаете? Просто, как бы вы хотели, может, попробовать там в будущем, или пока не было, да, мужчины, может, чтобы иметь детей.
That's my granddaughter.
Вот это уже внучка, вы представляете? Симпатичная. Very cute, да?
Да, красивенькая девочка.
В общем, он спрашивает вот это, на тему детей, что вы думаете?
Ну, вообще, я хотела бы детей, еще если как бы будет возможность, да, как бы хотела.
She would like to have children if it happened, of course.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, sometimes it's not meant to happen. I had my daughter, she's 29 years old. That's a long time ago. I was married 30 years ago. I was married for 5 years. We had the one daughter. I believe, if I was with a woman and we had a child, it would be amazing. I believe things happen when they're supposed to happen, if they're supposed to happen. So for me, it's not necessary to have a child, but if we were to have a child, my love, of course, if a child comes from love, I think it's amazing, no matter, what age you are. I think it can just be amazing.
Да, открыт к ребенку, поняли, да, то есть у него, это как бы для него не принципиально иметь детей или нет, потому что у него есть одна дочка, да, но если будет ребенок, он очень будет счастлив, то есть он с удовольствием будет еще бы детей имел, да.
I've learned never say never, because you never know what's going to happen. Always leave yourself open to any possibility.
Такой возможность.
Okay. Listen, it's a little bit premature to talk about children on the very first date. You can do it. I have done it. But in my opinion, it's better for a second date. It's especially, you guys know my story. It was like, it was everything to me. I wanted children. I wanted to have family. I had been trying, actually, my life story is I have been trying for children since I was 21. This is the God's honest truth. I've always wanted children. I've always wanted family. So for me, it was actually one of my mistakes, is that I was too eager for children, too much pushing this topic on the women, and it scared them away. I scared away not one woman by pressing the issue, which is also the kiss of death of relationship. You can't pressure on this major point. So yeah, just want to chime in and add that.
Он открыт, да.
Прекрасно.
Very nice.
I love how when we're talking that I feel like you're actually looking at me and smiling with me. So I like that feeling. I feel that nice connection when you're looking at me and smiling. Very nice.
Yeah, the thing is, again, it shows desperation. Read between the lines. It means I'm used to people looking like this when I'm talking to them and ignoring me. Again, it just really shows no confidence. No, like, I don't know, man. On a scale from 0 to 10, the confidence level here, it's like a 2. So, no.
Ой, thank you. Да, thank you very much. Она поняла, ну, за улыбку говорит.
Да, и
Вот.
что он чувствует, когда она на него смотрит, он прям чувствует такую теплоту, вот ему нравится эта такая связь.
I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to let you talk. You talk about whatever you want. You can ask me whatever you want. I'm going to let you do some talking.
Что-то еще, может, хотите сказать, а то он все время говорит.
Seems like now Billy read your comments and fixed the mistake. Yeah.
Sit here. I'm going to sit here.
Даст вам поговорить, даст вам слово.
Я на самом деле не так много говорю, как бы в жизни. Вот.
She's not so talkative.
Yeah, see, now they tell us that we're not supposed to talk so much. We're supposed to let the woman talk. So now I feel like I'm talking so much. I'm trying to let you talk because I love to talk.
Рассказывать, что типа спрашивайте женщин хотя бы, не болтайте все время.
Не-не, все нормально, мне очень нравится, все прекрасно. Да, все нормально, все хорошо. Мне очень интересно была информация, именно такое, очень красиво рассказывает, интересно и познавательно, то есть, чтобы узнать лучше друг друга. Вот, поэтому действительно, может быть, есть какой-то вопрос ко мне, то я была бы рада ответить, может, что-то такое вот интересное, что-то.
Не хотите рассказывать про себя что-то еще, да? Сами?
Я? Нет, я могу, я просто, да, если у меня там что-то, вот есть какой-то вопрос ко мне, да, обо мне, то я как бы, готова ответить, я просто не знаю, что рассказать.
Yeah, William, if you have maybe questions for her that you would like to ask, so she will tell you, answer the question specifically, because she doesn't know what to tell. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have.
Okay, I just want to come in here and support my client, Billy. Absolutely. We got some support here, which is great. If at first you don't succeed, I would never give up on my client. And we don't. That's why we have the only lifetime guarantee in the entire fucking world. Online dating, international marriage agencies. We're the only one in the world. Of course, that's our creed. We don't give up on the client. He gives up on himself sometimes, but I mean, if he fails, that means that he gave up on himself. Now, not everybody, disclosure, not everybody has a lifetime guarantee, but many do. So I completely agree that, it's the only way to go. And then there's some comments here about Michael Jordan, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. Just don't give up. It's a journey. Billy has to learn a lot of lessons. He's got to go. He's got to go from here farther over to zone of success. He's got a long way to go, but as long as he doesn't give up, he will be successful if he doesn't give up. He's a lifer with us. 40%, 44%, 41% right now says, right now the live poll is 41% says no chance with even one girl, like of a relationship. Right now you guys are saying, 44% or 41% are saying he has no chance even at one relationship. That's pretty fucking pathetic. I'm gonna now please tally the votes one more time. What I want a final, and then I'm gonna put the final vote is, do you think he will be successful being married to a match guarantee woman? Okay, that's a much taller bar than any relationship, right? Okay, let's continue, and I'll put that poll live now.
Always have lots of questions. Also, you can ask me questions about my life. I'll talk a little bit about my life, my work. For me, I know a little bit. She does marketing, internet marketing. I do medical courier work. We pick up blood and specimens from hospitals and doctors' offices and vet hospitals, and we deliver them to laboratories. So we're transporting
Vincent, it's a type from October 2022. So it was my just jokely comment that you mentioned at your comments that he need to ask her something and let her talk, and then you can see he fixed this. But it was back in October.
You know, somebody's blood, you know, maybe they're sick, maybe they're trying to find out what's wrong with them. And I have 7 people that work for me. So for me, I love my work. I get to drive a lot in the afternoon. I take phone calls during the day. And I just love knowing that I'm helping others. So that's kind of like what I do for work. And I incorporate that into my regular everyday life. I just love helping people.
It's your business, yeah? It's your own
Yeah,
business.
my business, yeah.
Ага, поняли, да, Вика? Он рассказывает про свой бизнес.
Не очень. Я так не
Да,
очень представляю.
значит, он про работу решил вам рассказать. Значит, у него работа – это свой бизнес. Значит, они, вот эти анализы крови, которые делают в госпиталях, в больницах, они забирают и доставляют в лаборатории. Вот так. Тут такой бизнес, на него там, по-моему, 7 человек работает, он сказал. И ему очень нравится помогать людям. Вот. Yeah, William, maybe you have questions for Victoria.
About her family, she's talked about, I think, her mother and her father. Are they still married? And brothers and sisters? Like, does she have a big family?
Да, я поняла.
Давайте на английском.
Да, ну, из моей семьи, как бы, это получается мой папа.
English, please.
Да, English. My family, it's my father, my niece, now my mother and my sister now live in, it's maybe more years ago, not live together, it's not live. Yes, now I have my father, my niece, so it's my family in Ukraine. I'm not have a big family, no.
Что-то с сестрой, я не поняли. Я слышу с племянницей.
Их нету, да, уже как бы. То есть, поэтому...
сестра, да, чтобы что-то случилось, ой, извините.
Да, поэтому у меня...
So guys, again, you should be not only critiquing Billy, but paying attention to this lady. Understand, putting yourself in Billy's shoes. Could you win the heart of this lady, right? So she just dropped a big clue in psychology. So she is close to her father. That is very good news. That means she has high self-worth, healthy self-esteem, and she, a girl takes a lot from the father, and you can study that in psychology, but it's very good news. And it's a critically important question that you want to ask. I asked it always on the first date. What's your relationship with your mother like? What's your relationship with your father like? Because I glean into that so much, and you always want to do that as well.
Вот сейчас как бы это папа получается, и
племянница это как дочка она вам получается, да?
Ну, она как бы дочка сестры, ну да, как она мне как дочка, ну, то есть, да, я с ней поддерживаю связь.
Сестра, сестры нету, да, я так понимаю. Да, okay. So her family now is his father and niece, because mother and sister, unfortunately, not anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I have one sister. She lives far from me. Hold on, get rid of the phone call. I have one sister. We're never really close. She lives on the other side of the country, so I rarely see her. My mom is actually 85 years old, and lives in the state of Florida, which is quite far from me also. So I don't get to see her often, but we talk on the phone all the time. And she's very active. She's traveled all around the world. And she helps her community. She's big with the church and everything. So we're very close. We talk 3 or 4 times a week. And my father died 13 years ago. So I still think of him quite often. And then my daughter lives on the same street as me. And she works for me, and she has a son and a daughter, and she's married. So I see them quite often. So most of the time it's, my daughter, in my life and her kids. And I have a dog. named Leah, who is my best friend, who is a beautiful dog. And if I could get her out of here, I'd let you see her. If I can call her.
Yeah, you can find a dog, and I will translate, okay? You can... Сейчас пошел свою собаку искать. Я перевожу. Значит, говорит, папа у него умер, к сожалению, 13 лет назад. У него есть мама, 85, по-моему, лет. Она во Флориде живет, это на юге. Потом сестра живет в другой части Америки, они не сильно так общаются, я так поняла, не сильно близко. А вот с мамой они регулярно созваниваются, хорошие близкие отношения с мамой у него. Вот. И дочка у него живет на этой же улице, что он. То есть она замужем, там у нее дети, они, общаются часто с дочкой и его семьей. Ну и вот собака с ним вот это живет. Смотрите, какое.
My best friend here. This is my best friend.
Вот это его друг.
This is Leah. She's a collie. She's like Lassie.
Коля Лия. Ой,
Yep.
so cute.
My baby.
Какая прелесть.
You're my best friend right here. Mwah.
You have to kiss more lady, no? Kissing your dog.
I have no lady to kiss. I have no woman.
Нету девушки с собакой.
Guys, even our Lupa coach made a comment about this. It is not bad to kiss your dog or cat or your pet, but no need to say, yeah, but I don't have a woman, that is why I kissed my dog. Of course. Yeah, I like this comment that you don't need to show that you are not close with your family. For traditional women, it is just really important when you have good, warm connection with your family, even if you not meet that often. But anyway, it's important because it shows like maybe your bad qualities or some like weird relations in your family if you don't stay in good relations. For Ukrainian people, it's very important to have this tight connection with the family.
Yeah, completely agree. What Jan is saying is very, very, very important. It's very, very important. And you see, one huge discerning difference between Ukraine and Slavic culture is the family doesn't bad talk other family. Never will the wife, and this is cool, guys, never will your Slavic wife bad mouth you to her mother or her father. And brothers, sisters, like siblings, can be maybe, but usually no, because that's very wise. Because once mama doesn't think well of you because you did something bad in her view to her daughter, you're in the dugout. And you ain't coming back from the dugout. Let's say something that was, let's say, out of 10 on the bad scale, you did a 5 or something, 5, 6, which is pretty bad. You ain't coming back from that. You're never going to recover. And the wife knows that. Is very, very wise. So you showing that you're bad-mouthing any family or any ex is very, very distasteful. Never do it.
Not for a first date. Then, of course, if you get closer, it will be discovered and you can explain or try to fix the situation. But to mention on the first date that you are not that close with your members, it would push away.
Целуется. Ну что же ты
I'm stuck kissing my dog. I have no woman to kiss. Crazy. But yeah, so, and I think I'm a fun guy. I love, when I work, I drive, but yet I like to go drive on weekends when I'm off to go see. I like the countryside. I like to explore, find new shops, new restaurants to go to. I like movies, so I watch a lot of movies on the weekend. I love thriller and horror movies, and romantic comedies.
Horror? My God.
Yeah.
Вика, вы поняли, что он рассказывает, да? Что он любит вот такие путешествия, типа роуд-трип, садиться на выходных на машину и куда-то в такую сельскую местность едет, там, где на природу, вот. Какие-то новые рестораны, вот, открывает там где-то поесть в хорошем месте, вот так. И ужастики нравится смотреть. Триллеры и ужастики. You like horror movies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't. I like to be scared. I like that scary feeling. Like, ooh, I like to be scared, but I don't like gore. I don't like blood and like all that stuff. I don't like that. But I love to be scared, like when you're peeking around the corner and somebody's jumping out at you. I like that. But nothing too bloody or gory or anything. But there's also times when I'm feeling romantic, like, and then I'll turn on a romantic movie. One of my favorite movies is called Last Christmas. If you can look that up, it's very romantic. And it has to do with destiny and fate. I don't know if either one of you have seen it before. It's called Last Christmas. It came out a couple of years
Последнее Рождество. Есть какой-то такой фильм? Он говорит, ему нравится. Как называется? Last Christmas.
Наверное, я не очень там сильна в этих ужастиках, но, наверное, да.
Не, это он рассказывает уже, что ему нравится также романтическая комедия. Последнее Рождество.
Ну да, что-то есть такое, да.
Очень нравится ему, да. Okay, Victoria doesn't like horror movies, okay?
Well, she doesn't have to watch them with me. She can go to bed.
Вы можете спать, а он будет ужастики смотреть.
Хорошо.
Or she can watch them with me and I'll hold her nice and tight. She'll be safe.
Да. Или он обнимет просто, и будет, чтобы не спать забыл. Да. Он говорит, что он так любит шутить, вот такой fun guy вообще.
And I cook a little bit too. I cook a really, like here in America, Thanksgiving is a big holiday, and I cook a really.
Stop. Only pussies cook. Okay, it's not traditional roles, because if the man cooks, then, which is the woman's job, what's she gonna do? What value is she gonna bring to the table? No, traditional culture is that the woman enjoys to cook. Anna makes borscht every week. If she doesn't one week, I'm complaining, where's the borscht? And they even have jokes about it. Like when a couple's getting divorced, the woman cries. She says, but why he divorced me? I'm a good wife. I made borscht every week. You know, there's a joke about it. Listen, Anna's dad cooks now. So it's not that Ukrainian men never cook. But talking about it on a video date, on a date, it's just not a masculine thing. Again, masculine, feminine. It's a feminine quality, feminine characteristic. Don't brag about your feministic qualities, okay? Right?
Turkey. So I make a nice turkey dinner for Thanksgiving with mashed potatoes and gravy and vegetables and everything. So I can cook some too.
Умеет готовить, особенно вот на День Благодарения, вот у них в Америке, это там перед Рождеством, он вот эту индюшку очень вкусно готовит, с картошкой там, это в них типичное такое блюдо на День Благодарения. Ой, yes, so Victoria decided to leave us.
Алло? Алло? Что-то...
Да, мы вас не видим.
Мне просто Кристина как бы... Набрала, я не поняла.
Я думала, что вы решили попрощаться с Вильямом.
Хотела сказать, что я как бы, попозже наберу, но что там не сработалось. Я здесь, все нормально, меня видно.
Да, все хорошо.
Хорошо, даже тоже не поняла, думаю, что за звук такой.
Вы думали, что вы решили попрощаться уже, потому что
в принципе, да, я уже подумала, с вами прощаться. Я хочу сказать, Вильяму, что мне очень приятно познакомиться с ним, что он такой интересный мужчина, интересные истории рассказывает, смеется такой, знаете, вообще как бы положительный.
Да, может, вы на английском, по-английски ему скажите, на английском.
Хорошо. William, I want to say you, thank you very much for your good story, interesting story, funny story, romantic story.
Yeah, definitely. You are very interesting. You have a beautiful smile, beautiful eyes, and I'm loving getting to know you. It was very amazing conversation. Definitely would love to learn more about you in the future. You seem like a very wonderful woman.
I wish you good. I didn't know now evening or maybe morning.
Afternoon. Yeah, it's noontime here. Noontime. So. Yeah, this is great. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and definitely was worth the wait. I'm glad we finally got the opportunity to talk and to learn more about each other. It was very, very nice. Okay.
Good day, good time.
Yeah. Everybody have a great evening.
Bye.
Пока.
Take care.
Good luck for everybody. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay, is that the end of the video? Okay, I guess Jana had no comments at the end here. Well, we'll stay on and we'll have some comments. These are the poll results. So you guys are actually becoming more optimistic towards Billy because I don't know what was the total yes on the poll. Yes, you think he will have a relationship with a match guarantee lady. What was the yeses? I think it was less than 33%, wasn't it? So more of you are thinking he's actually going to get married. So that's not bad. 1 in 3 of you guys is voting that yes, you think he's going to get married to a match guarantee woman. That's good. That's a pretty good stat. 1/3. I think compared to, how we were ragging on Billy. Again, a big молодец in Ukrainian Russian. A big thank you to Billy for hanging it all out there publicly. That's not easy, guys. Even though he signed up for this, he's getting a big economic benefit, right? He only paid $4,000, whereas the rest of you guys are paying 20 now, right out of the gate, right? So, so you guys actually voted in the last poll. 35% thought he would have a relationship, like at least a relationship, and now 33% of you saying he will get married. So that's interesting. I like these polls. You guys like the polls? You want us to do more polls in the future? And hey, let me turn off this banner because it's starting to irritate me now. What do you guys think about doing polls on every Ukraine dating live stream now? What do you guys think of that? And any final comments or questions about this? Again, I will just let you know what's coming up in the future, which will be, I believe, tomorrow. Jana is actually going to play her coaching call with Billy. So you're going to see some tough love from Coach Jana to Billy. So that's going to be tomorrow. Then after that will be another first date, video date with this, Natalia. I don't know, Billy, you're going up on the SMV spread. I think you're at 4 SMV spread now. You're going up, not down. You need to be coming down on the SMV spread, but you're going up. So anyway, we're going to see what this lady Natalia says about Billy, if she will give him a shot or not. We will see. Okay, so really interesting stuff coming up. Now, let's talk about this. Is dating in Ukraine a numbers game? Is dating a numbers game, right? This was the first poll. Could you put those results up, please? The first poll. And I'm going to give you my professional opinion, okay? Of course, everything in life is a numbers game, right? There's the rule, it's called the law of large numbers, even the law of large numbers, which basically states the more you do of something, the greater your chance of success. Makes sense, right? Pretty logical. Of course, it's true. The law of large numbers is a law because it's statistically significant. It's true. The more you do of anything, the greater the chance of your success. But let me ask you then, why is it some guys come to us and date many ladies and they succeed like this? They date many ladies and they don't succeed. And then some guys come and they date one lady and they succeed like this. Why is that? What I'm saying to you guys is that there's another big factor in play here. It's not just numbers. If it was just numbers, then you guys wouldn't come to us, right? Because ask yourself, how many women have you dated in your life? Okay. Is it 20? Is it 50? Is it 100? Is it hundreds? Some of you guys, I bet you're over 100, right? And some of you guys, but maybe write me in chat, please. How many women have you dated in your life? Please write me in chat. How many have you dated in your life? So what I'm introducing you to, guys, is it depends on who you were dating, right? It depends on the quality of the lady you were dating, right? So if you're dating from Tinder, my point is you can date hundreds of girls and easily not find the one because it's Tinder. It's a hookup culture app. It's part of, it's the main kind of like beginning to America's hookup culture is the Tinder app, right? It's what it's known for, right? So if you're dating from Tinder, if you're dating low quality women, okay, it's definitely a numbers game, and you're going to have to probably statistically, you're going to have to date a large sample of numbers, the law of large numbers, to find the one. I mean, if the one is a quality woman without a high notch count on her belt, right? Hasn't slept with a lot of men, high quality, which is the definition of a high quality woman, right? High quality woman, part of the definition is she hasn't slept around. She's not a slut, right? So then, but if you have dated a finite number of high quality, high value women, can you not be successful quickly? Why not? If you're fishing in a pond of quality women, which is our match guarantee pond of ladies, can you not find the one quickly? Of course you can. So my point is that, is it really a numbers game if you're fishing in a quality pond of serious marriage-minded, you being serious and marriage-minded yourself, right? Is it really a numbers game? So I submit to you that no, it's not really a numbers game. It's just a matter of going to the right pond to fish in and fishing in it. Now, that's the one way of looking at it. Now we have Billy here. So he's at how many? 4 ladies? Or three ladies. Yeah, 3. So he's dated 3 so far in our video series, right? In reality, it might be more, but you guys are gonna have to watch to find out. But he's dated 3, and there's not a fit. Clearly, it's not been a fit. So my point is that my second point is that it's not really a numbers game. It's a matter of you fishing in the right pond or not. So I guess what I'm saying is fishing in the right pond or fishing in a pond of quality ladies trumps the fact that it's a numbers game. Yes, it's a numbers game. But if you're fishing in the right pond, you're trumping the quantity factor, the large number factor. Okay. And the other second point I'm making is that for Billy and for you, if you're dating with match guarantee, if you're dating, somehow you found a quality pond of ladies to date in, Slavic ladies, that I implore everyone, don't settle. Don't settle. The reason men go from America or from the West to dating Slavic women is because they're fucking tired, sick and tired, fed up over here with settling, because they've settled not one time in their life. Most of our clients are once or twice divorced, which usually means they've settled. Not always, but it often, I should say, often means they've settled. So when you come to us, for example, you no longer have to settle. You should have on your checklist everything that you're looking for in your woman, and do not give up. Do not settle until she ticks all the boxes. And guys, I'm saying to you is that when you meet the one, you will know it. It's not a question. Oh, is she this or is that? We shouldn't have that. You won't be having all these problems. She won't be like all these issues. Oh, you won't have these questions. Is she really into me? Is this or that? I don't like this. And I'm not sure about that. All of these just means she's not the one for you. For example, if Billy is to meet the right woman for him, you can see clearly she's got to be an over communicator. She has to be. or she's not going to want Billy. Like my wife, Anna. Guess what? She is, I won't say she's an over communicator, but she's a high level communicator. She loves to communicate, and she loves that in me. Okay. I just wouldn't be successful with a woman that wants a traditional Ukrainian man, right? The qualities of a traditional Ukrainian man. Sure, I can game it on. I learned through the School of Hard Knocks to game on the first number of dates, right? I can be cool hand Luke, right? I can be on a date. I learned the skill of game, but game is very non-game in Ukraine. Okay, it's not typical game, what you guys know in the West as being game. Okay, so Billy, there's 3 types of Ukrainian women, right? And if you haven't watched that video, you really need to understand which of the 3 types of men you are, so that you understand, because you're going to most likely attract the same type of woman. So there's woman 0, man 0, man and woman minus, and man and woman plus, which is Anna's signature label for them. And I will put those in the description below this video after the replay, so you can go and watch that, because you need to understand Billy is going to attract the same type of woman that he is in terms of minus, 0, or plus. And you guys can decide for yourself if you think Billy is a man minus, a man 0, or a man plus, but he's going to attract the same. That's almost guaranteed. Anyway, the major point is that if Billy finds the right one, she will be good with his over-communicative. She'll be good with the fact that he is needy. Because guess what? She will be more needy. She will demand more of his time than he demands of hers. That will be a fit. That will be a glove and glove, hand in glove. Okay? So what I'm saying is, guys, don't sweat it. If you're dating, a high quality, from a pool of high quality ladies, and you have ample to choose from, for example, us, about 1,300 to choose from in our core database. And we have more outside our core database. We have a VIP database, which is very large, which we go to only for difficult clients that are not able to be successful in our core database, because our core database is the heart of Match Guarantee. It's the ladies we know best. Okay. So yeah, what I'm saying is, don't sweat it. When you're unlimited in your lifetime, just be cool. Billy will meet the right woman when Billy meets the right woman. As long as he sticks by what he's looking for and doesn't give up on himself, he will be successful. And that you can take to the bank. So guys, I'm going to just plow through some questions here. Some comments, questions. I'm going it through it backwards though. Photoshop. Never settling. Yeah, and I agree with you, Cougs. Yeah, that men and women, by the way, no human being should settle. You should know what you want and hold to your guns until you find that person. Now, the problem with this picture is that, well, the quality of the lady that you're dating in the West, and is very politically incorrect to say, but I don't fucking care. I speak my mind. I stick up for what you guys say. I know that you agree with me on this one. And that's why we're looking to Slavic culture. We've had enough. Okay, here's do you believe that successful dating in Ukraine divine? Vote swing. So 50%, I believe it's a numbers game. Yeah, 50%, no, 15%, and maybe 30%. So we've already addressed this. Okay, so I've said my 2 points on it being a numbers game. It absolutely is a numbers game, but you can trump that effect of the law of large numbers by dating in a quality pool of ladies. That's my major point here. Okay. She looked better than in the pictures. So we have a no Photoshop. There's no Photoshops in it. And that's why in all of our profiles, I mean, Tatiana does her best to try to get some selfies, because a selfie is, of course, not Photoshop. So you'll see in our profiles of ladies that there's a selfie. There's always a camera picture. So guys, I think we will cut it off there. I'm just going to summarize what's coming up. What's coming up next tomorrow? Forget what the video's called, but make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. YouTube will notify you. And Jana, you will see Jana giving tough love to Billy. So she will be coaching Billy on his mistakes in his first dates with ladies. And then after that, so that's Thursday. Then Friday, that means Friday will be the first date with Natalia. Is it a one and only first date, or is she maybe the one? Do you think it's possible for Billy? Okay, guys, I'm going to end, I think. Okay, one more comment here. Dinner time. Okay. Well, I mean, Ukrainian men, they haven't given up on marriage. In fact, the statistics are, if you caught the live stream, I don't know who did it, but the statistics are marriage is up in Ukraine since the war began. So that's just an interesting stat. It's not that Ukrainian men have given up on marriage. They do try to duck responsibility just because, but I think mostly because making ends meet is very difficult. Man's job is difficult in Ukraine because of the economy and what have you. And Juan, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry. I've been meaning to squeeze that in, but Juan, thank you. That's 2 super chats like in the last week of $100. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. So I am going to finish off by playing the video with Billy the Kid. It's the summary video. So if you guys, some of you have tuned in, and you're wondering what's the story with Billy, what's the backstory with Billy, here it is. That's the so that's the short video. Okay, yeah, here's the short version, and we'll see you tomorrow. Well, Jana, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on, guys, and sticking with me for 2.5 hours. Whew. So if you like this content, guys, and you want to see me finding more victims, I mean clients that are okay with their whole dating life being smeared all over social media and everything, if you want me to find more clients and do that with them, then please like this video, share this video. Really going to help anyone that's either considering this journey or on this journey. It's going to help you in spades. See you next time.
Again, I'm getting sucked right back in. So that was hard, especially with the first woman, because I was really putting my whole heart in, 100%. There was nights actually when I would sit and I would start to cry.
Prepare to be awestruck by one man's harrowing journey to find his soulmate in the far-flung reaches of Ukraine in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Taking him over 7,000 miles from home into a hostile war zone where he was bombed, beaten, and kidnapped. Billy Sheffield is a 53-year-old small business owner from Kingston, New York. Despite his Herculean efforts, he has yet to find his soulmate. And his bank account has taken a staggering $43,000 hit to the cause. Yet Billy is absolutely determined that his story, well, it doesn't end until he finds his Ukrainian bride. His spirit remains unbroken as he continues to share his captivating story with us here today. So get ready to be inspired by Billy's tale of unwavering persistence. Now, you can see all episodes in our series, Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine, in the description below this video. Please be sure to like this video if you enjoyed this content and subscribe so you won't miss any upcoming videos in our Billy the Kid Dating in Ukraine series.